So, thank you all very much for joining back. There is a Nursing Chaturdasi coming up, so we are discussing from Srimad Bhagavatam, especially seventh canto, about the pastime altogether, and then Hiranyakashipu, and about Prahlad, then the Narsingadev. We will discuss something of Leela, Tattva in between, and some practical lessons also for all of us. So, please just we will go to the seventh canto. See, because it is very important chapter. It starts with a very interesting question. The whole canto is covered. 10th canto is covered for Krishna. Krishna's pastimes, his daily activities, how he got married to many queens, gopis, Vrindavan Leela, Mathura Leela, Dwaraka Leela, how he was dealing with the other kings. Whole 10th canto is dedicated for Lord Krishna. Similarly, whole seventh canto is dedicated for Narasimhadev. All other cantos are mixed up with many pastimes, many leela of different avatars of the Lord. Especially Lord Narasimhadev pastime is described very vividly, very details in the seventh canto. So it starts with the first chapter with the question by Parikshit Maharaj. So before that, let us begin with the prayers. मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम् नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिने नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण. So the we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, entitled as the Signs of God. Yes, the signs of God. Everybody knows that God is great, but they don't know how great God is. Just like many people say India is great, but they don't know for what India is great for. Similarly, Prabhupada says this: people, they say God is great, I believe in God, I love nature, I respect God, I believe in God. Some mad people, they say that I am God, you are God, everyone is God, God is everywhere. Such kind of people also there. The science of God, the scientific understanding of God existence and relevance in our life, one should understand very carefully. If we don't understand how God is great, then we always end up in worshipping many gods at one point of giving up the hope for God. Especially in the COVID times, pandemic, whoever had a small belief on God, when they got thrashed by the troubles in their life, they lost that small faith also. But beforehand, we have that knowledge of God, how God deals with the conditioned souls in this material world. One develops that faith He depends on God more and more. So that's why it is very, very important to understand the philosophy. Yes, Siddhanta kariye, alasya na kariye. Without, we should not make late in understanding the philosophy. So starting with the Parikshit Maharaj Sukadeva Goswami conversation, Parikshit Maharaj, after hearing six cantos, he heard many times Diti sons are called Daityas, Aditi sons are called Adityas. So Daityas are many times who are like uh, demons who are fought, who are killed many times by the Lord. And Lord, every time he has taken the side of Indra, he has taken the side of Adityas, Aditi sons. Why he has taken every time the side of demigods? And he fought every time and he killed, he cheated also the demons. How? Parashit Maharaj, after hearing this, of course, he doesn't have questions. He is completely absorbed in Krishna Katha. He is asking the question for all of our benefit. Is Krishna is partial? His God is partial that he favors to those people who worship him? Is he partial? This is a question by Parishit Maharaj to Sukadeva Goswami. Sukadeva Goswami completely refutes the question. He says that is completely wrong. Krishna is impartial, just like a sun, just like it rains. He is impartial to everyone. Krishna is impartial. He never discriminates who is who, what is what. But still, he shows discrimination. That is altogether different thing. Just like a father loves his children, every mother loves his son, his daughter, compared to other children's. Definitely, Krishna loves his pure devotees. But in general, he is not partial to demigods killing the demons. Sukadeva Goswami, to establish this fact, he narrates the pastime of Shishupal. In the Rajasuya Yajna, when Yudhishthira Maharaj was performing this Rajasuya Yajna, he invited all of the members, Kauravas, and all the nearby kings, friends, relatives, everyone he invited. For that Rajasuya Yajna, even Shishupal, who is a enemy from birth to Krishna, he also came. When there was a discussion came up for the who would be taking the Agra Puja, everybody, without any elections, everybody selected yes, Sri Krishna should be accepted as he should be accepting Agra Puja. We should worship him. He is mentioned in all the Vedic literatures. He is the supreme Bhagavan, Parama Purushottama, Sri Krishna. Anonymously, everybody agreed with that fact, except Shishupal. Shishupal came up and started speaking all kinds of ill words towards Krishna. Krishna Vachal, he speaks continuously. He has killed a bull. He has did all nonsense from the village. He doesn't have any good name in the village. That's why he just left the village. He has stolen the garments of gopis who are unmarried and taking bath in the Yamuna. How stupid boy he is. He black boy who doesn't know how to speak. So like this, Shishupal continuously speaking bad words about Krishna. Then Krishna, as he promised Shishupal's mother, that he will excuse 100 offenses of Shishupal. That count is getting crossed. Krishna is counting. See, Krishna is also merciful that he will give opportunity for us to correct ourselves. But if we don't correct ourselves, then you know it is our great foolishness. Krishna is a merciful Lord. It is not that he somebody who hates him, somebody who doesn't believe him, somebody who criticizes him. It is not that he will curse him, he will give some bad health or unfortune. No. But if anybody criticizes or offenses the devotee of Krishna, then Krishna will take it very seriously. He will take it to personally into task. Just like Durvasa offended Ambarish, Krishna gave the Sudarshan Chakra. When Shiva was offended, Daksha was you know criticized like anything. So Krishna, when the offenses come towards him, for him also he will give a limit. So he has given 100 limit. Now he is crossing his limits. He gave a hint. He never heard. So immediately he left Sudarshan Chakra and in front of everyone in the assembly, Rasuyagya, Pandavas, Kauravas, great Rishis, Parashurama, Yogis, Munis, many big acharyas and their disciples, thousands and lakhs of disciples, in front of everyone, Shishupal severed his head, separated. And another astonishing thing Sukadeva Goswami explains to Parikshit Maharaj is that the the soul, the Shishupal, life soul, he in front of everyone, he entered into Krishna in front of everyone. Even though Krishna killed him, he got liberation. Everybody got shocked. Really, how great Lord is! He's so merciful. In spite of offending him, in spite of uh, taking all the criticism, and Krishna killed him and gave him liberation. So hearing this, Parikshit Maharaj gets little pacified. Okay. Even demons also he shows his mercy. So Parikshit Maharaj little cool, got pacified. So Sukadeva Goswami, he enters into the mood of narrating this impartiality of the Lord. Then he narrates the story of two gatekeepers, Vaikunta, Jaya and Vijaya, how they offended, they didn't allow four Kumaras entering into the Vaikunta. So in the entrance gate only, these two, Jaya and Vijaya, they stopped four Kumaras, and four Kumaras got insulted, felt offended. Then they cursed these two dazzling Vaikunta Vasis, Jaya and Vijaya, that you don't have any maturity, you will be taking birth, and we will curse you that you will become Rakshasas in the earthly planets. Then this is actually the plan of Lord again. So Lord comes out and sees, oh, what happened? What happened? As if he doesn't know anything. He comes out and sees, oh, predictable personalities. What happened? Then they narrate the instant. Then Jaya and Vijaya see the Supreme Lord. He is taking care of the guests, and for his own members, for Jaya and Vijaya, he is giving up. Generally, it is seen that the master of the house, he protects his residents of the house, right? But now here, Purohit Maharaj is supporting and is giving the two options for the two Jaya and Vijaya. He gives option to Jaya and Vijaya that yes, Purohit Maharaj has anything about it. But I can give it to option. Either three lifetimes of demons against me, three lifetimes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, bro.
There is some disturbance in the audio.
Hare Krishna. Is it clear?
Ah, now it is clear, bro.
Okay. So options Krishna gives to Jaya and Vijaya. At three, you take three lifetimes as a demons to me, Rakshas against me, enemies to me, or seven lifetimes as a footy workers. And but Jaya Vijaya also very intelligent people. They also said, okay, three lifetimes is sufficient. Seven lifetimes is too much late. We don't know what will happen. We may not wait for that much time without your darshan, without service at your lotus feet. So let us be only three lifetimes. So yes, Krishna accepted that. They became Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu in first term. Narsingadev came and delivered them. And then second term, they became mm, Dantavakra and Shishupal. And then they became Ravana and Kumbhakarna third time. So this is what Srimad Bhagavatam explains. Prashant bro, you are searching so many things. Okay, okay. So this is how these three members, three three times Jaya and Vijaya, they have appeared here in the material world as a atheist, as a enemies towards the Lord. So when Hiranyaksha appeared, it became Lord Varahadev appeared from the nostrils of Brahma. From the nostrils of Brahma, Varahadev appeared and he killed this demon Hiranyaksha. Hiranyakashipu got angry that his brother got killed and he started going everywhere. He wanted to kill that Vishnu. He went to Vaikunta in search of Vishnu. But Vishnu is so intelligent. What he did, he didn't appear himself. He disappeared himself. Where he disappeared, Anybody knows where he went? Anybody knows where Lord Vishnu disappeared from Vaikunta? Where he went? Anybody? Varun Prabhu? Where Vishnu disappeared?
Uh, means as of I heard in one lecture project that he came and he saw the Lord, like Lord is present, but he could not see him. I
Okay,
heard something like this, but I don't know exactly where he went.
okay, okay. So Vishnu, he disappeared from Vaikunta and he entered. Some Acharya says, of course, this is also true. He is there and Adishesh, but Hiranyakashipu could not see. Where is Vishnu? Where is Vishnu? He thought that Vishnu डर गया मेरे से. He भाग गया मेरे. Another Acharyas also explained that the same Vishnu entered in the heart of Hiranyakashipu, entered in the heart of Hiranyakashipu, and Hiranyakashipu could not recognize where he went. So that's how Vishnu. Why he disappeared? He would have faced, no? He would have faced and killed Hiranyakashipu also there, then and there. But Lord has unlimited plans. So Hiranyakashipu, having Lord in the heart and constantly thinking about the Lord, Vishnu, I want to kill him, I want to kill him. He engaged in intercourse, he engaged in the sexual life with the mother Kayadu, wife, wife Kayadu. So that's how Vishnu in the heart, and he is also now constantly thinking about Vishnu, and he gave a birth to the Vaishnava, the great Vaishnava, Prahlad Maharaj. So in that way, Prahlad Maharaj he appears. So if you see carefully, the uh, pastime, whole pastimes of this Narasimha section in the seventh canto, is just we'll see uh, chapters, seventh canto chapter, Lord Narasimha. The first chapter is the Supreme Lord is equal to everyone. So that's how there is a question by Parikshit Maharaj and answer by Sukadeva Goswami. He starts narrating about all these incidents of Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. Then second chapter 2, Hiranyakashipu, he conquers all the demigods. He becomes the god kind of, he becomes the ruler of all the three planetary systems. Everybody is afraid of him. Just like Kamsa, he, he made everybody his servants. Like similarly, Hiranyakashipu in Satyuga, he made everybody his servants. So king of the demons. Hiranyakashipu is so powerful king. There is a great description about the villain. If you see in any movie, South Indians especially are addicted to movies. So any movie, they know how to then they will come to hero. We don't understand the intensity of the cruelty of the personality villain. We don't understand how it is great to defeat him. Yes, we don't understand that greatness of defeating. That's why Sukadeva Goswami he narrates uh, great details about Hiranyakashipu. You see, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, all these three chapters about Hiranyakashipu and his plans to become immortal. He tried and tried many ways. So he got suggestion from some great sages. He went and did tapasya to become immortal. He did a great tapasya that Bhagavatam explains nobody has done such a kind of severe austerities either in the history nor can anybody perform that kind of austerities in the future. Such a such a wonderful, so much severe tapasya he has done. So Prabhupada explains even the demons in the Vedic times they know to achieve something one has to do tapasya. Even Prabhupada compares even the modern scientists they do a lot of tapasya. They give up their life, they give up their family life, economics, their comfort zone. They do a lot of research to find out a medicine, any gadget, any technology. They do a lot of research. They sacrifice a lot. They sacrifice sleep, food for many years. So Hiranyakashipu also performed that tapasya. That's how Prabhupada explains this. Tapo divyam putraka anena sattva. Without tapasya, nothing can be achieved. But the point is, what kind of tapasya we are performing? That is important. What kind of tapasya we are performing in our life? So yesterday was Ekadashi. I hope every one of you followed Ekadashi. So Ekadashi is also tapasya, but we should decide what kind of tapasya it is. It is for the pleasure of Vishnu, not just for uh, austerity, severe austerities. Just by austerities, Lord cannot be pleased, but that should be pleasurable for the Lord. So Hiranyakashipu also performed many tapasyas to become immortal. It was like his body became just bones, and whole ants made a hill on his body. Whole heat sensation was coming out of his body that was disturbing whole universe. All the Brahma, Chandra, Varuna, all they went to Brahma. Oh, oh Brahmaji, please do something. It seems this person is trying to defeat this person, this Hiranyakashipu wants to catch over, grab over your position. You do something about it now. Then Brahma, he also gets shaken a little bit and he comes down. Oh, my dear Hiranyakashipu, what do you want? Please ask me. He comes and asks. Then Hiranyakashipu skips his points. Please make me immortal. Then Brahma says, myself I am not immortal. How can I make you immortal? Ask something else. Then Hiranyakashipu says, very intelligently, because his brother was killed by an animal, Varaha Rupa. Varaha, completely Varaha. It is not half Varaha, half man. It is complete Varaha. So he said, I should not be killed by any animal, nor by any man. I should not be killed outside the house, inside the house. I should not be killed in the daytime or nighttime. I should not be killed by the weapons or by the weapons. Like this, he keeps many conditions. So, seeing these conditions, Brahma he laughs himself and he says Tatastu. He says Tatastu because he's doing a lot of tapasya and he may grab over my position. That was a fear Brahma has. So he has approved the desires. Yeah, of course, this tapasya in mode of ignorance. So he gets a boon from, and he feels himself is immortal. Then he goes to everywhere, he conquers everyone. Everyone he conquers. So he never expects that Lord will take, even Brahma could never imagine that Lord will take appear like this in this wonderful form. So in this way, he gets his bow and he goes back. Before coming to this, doing this tapasya, already Kayadu, Mother Kayadu was pregnant. The demigods they come to kill her because Hiranyakashipu is himself is so troublesome to deal. How his son must be thinking like this. Indra wanted to kill the son of Hiranyakashipu who is there in the womb of Mother Kayadu. But Narada Muni comes and says, no, don't do this. He's a Vaishnava. Indra so greatly he accepts the authority of Narada Muni. Narada Muni he takes up Mother Kayadu into his ashram. He gives all the shelter, all the care. For this purpose only, Hiranyakashipu never got angry on Narada Muni because of this purpose. Because he has protected Mother Kayadu, her own Hiranyakashipu's next generation. Narada Muni protected his son and mother. So with that respect, Hiranyakashipu never say anything about Narada. So So there, Prahlad Maharaj is in the womb of Mother Kayadu. Every day, he's taking the association of Bhagavat Katha, Srimad Bhagavat, Narada Muni. So such a wonderful personality. In the womb also, he's hearing Harikatha from the lotus mouth of Narada Muni. So that's how it is. Now, this is how the story up to now. I think so. Hiranyakashipu plans to become immortal. Third chapter, fourth chapter. Hiranyakashipu terrorizes the universe. Then the fifth chapter is actually Prahlad Maharaj, saintly son of Hiranyakashipu. He hears Bhagavatam from our Narada Muni. So there is a nice description that our Hiranyakashipu sends the Prahlad Maharaj to the school who are the disciples. That school, that whole Gurukul is run by Shanda and Amarka, who are the disciples of Shukracharya, demonic king. Yeah, so this whole chapter goes like that. So tomorrow is Sunday, so tomorrow we can see from sixth chapter. Sixth chapter is very important. How Prahlad Maharaj teaches to his demonic friends. There is a small book by Srila Prabhupada, the teachings of transcendental teachings of Prahlad Maharaj. Small book that includes these two teachings, prayers and these teachings of demonic of Prahlad Maharaj to demonic schoolmates. So for today, we will have this much introduction of the Leela. Tomorrow we will have about Prahlad Maharaj, and consequently we will have about the Hiranyakashipu, how his dealings with Prahlad Maharaj, and then we will take up to Narasimha. Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much for hearing carefully. We have 1 minute, I think. Hare Krishna. Should we end here? Prashant Prabhu?
Yes, bro.
Thank you all very much for hearing. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
jai. Samaveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। हरे कृष्ण। थैंक यू वेरी मच।